Like, why? Bro. Like, look at all the fur. Like, why fight each other, man? I don't get it, bro. Like, chill, bro. Be friends. I mean, that's deserved. What the fuck? What? My shit.
Квартал дават патрули.
Huh?
През нощта да ти почва да плячкосват. Казва, ние имаме камери,
не казвай тази дума.
Нищо. Коя дума?
С Н.
Защо?
Защото ще ни закрият канала, за това, защото работиме...
Ма това е биологичен факт. Как
биологичен
да
факт.
Как да ги наричаме?
Афроамериканци.
Ами
ако
добре.
обичате.
Добре, как наричаме н***те в Африка? Афроафриканци.
He said the word book in Russian.
I see who you are. You are my enemy. My enemy. You are my enemy.
Why? Why? That's fucked up.
The worst part about having a girlfriend is that they legitimately do not have any kind of self-awareness whatsoever about their health. Literally none. You're gonna sit there and they're gonna tell you about how their stomach hurts, they have a headache, they feel sick, they feel like they have to go to the doctor. And then you ask them, oh really? When's the last time you ate? And then they'll tell you that they breathed air for 4 hours and that the last time they drank water was last Christmas. Golly f***ing gee. I wonder why you feel like...
Incel much?
I know who you are. You're an evil rapist.
Have this conversation between me and bro when we pass each other in the hall. What?
You know me well. Takes one to know one.
What was that laugh? Oh! What? Bro just ate Orbeez for lunch? What? Hello, Spam. How you doing? Bro just ate Orbeez. Nah, why is he shitting Orbeez? What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Idiota.
Oh my god!
Jump! Come on!
That's what you get for beefing. Whoa. Dumbass cat. Bruh. Nah, that's fucked up.
Uy. Hey, hey.
Bro did that Minecraft strat.
Come here, baby. You're so good. You're so good.
Uh-huh. Why a bunch bouncing like that? It's kind of sus. Oh yeah, that was. You already sent it though. Oh wait, this is a bunch of compilations.
Hey, don't eat that. There it is. Fuck!
Feet!
Trying. Oh.
What do you want?
Pennifer Beneficent Penelope Panini. You go to your room right now.
Bro.
Free the cat! Was hat sie getan?
Bro, sneaky like that. What? Hey, yeah.
Be nice. I see you. I see you. I see you.
Bro.
You're not helping. You're not being a very emotionally supportive cat.
You don't look orange.
How did he eat? That's tough, bro. Out here shitting bricks. Literally.
What the?
Oh hell no. Nah, that boy competent.
He literally cannot shit.
Oh hell no. That boy
Bro is
competent.
holding it in. Bro is holding it in. Bro was me after school. Holding that shit in for hours. Bro got the whole fart. Bro got the whole fart bomb. Oh, my bad.
Awesome it looks.
The regular show sound.
Dude. I'm gonna sit in it.
Good idea.
Oh, yeah. It just isn't as comfortable as it looks.
Ah, what? Let me try.
Okay. That was scary. Oh fuck. I lost it. Where was I?
Oh God!
Good try.
How did he eat? Awesome it looks. That's tough, bro. Out here shitting bricks. Literally.
Ah, there we go.
Oh hell no. That
My bad.
Hamsters can lay extremely flat. This.
I think he's dead. That looked like it was taxidermied hamster. But okay. Oh yeah. We need to go there. Well, it's in America though.
Officer, please! I need to report a theft! Yes, finally! What did the thief look like? Well, he was wearing a monocle. Uh-huh. Okay. Anything else? Yes, he had a big furry mustache. Uh-huh, big furry mustache. Okay. Any other distinguishing features? Yes, he was dressed as a yodeler. Aren't you going to write that down? Just testing something. And what did that man steal? A kiss.
Bro. Oh yeah.
On Halloween, there will be a nigga, you gon' take his pain. He's big and black, he will take your candy.
W. Oprah.
I did.
Holy shit. Motherfucker, goddamn.
No, that's AI. No,
Motherfucker,
that was so AI. Like this. This was AI and then it went back to normal. No, it's AI and it went to normal. Nah, bro. Nah, that's what went to AI. Nah, it's AI.
God damn.
It was normal and it went to AI. Yep, I'm glad I seen the original video because oh my god. You're easily fooled, man. I knew that was AI.
This is why you should stay armed while camping. Luke from the Outdoor Boys on YouTube posted a terrifying video showcasing why you should always be aware of your surroundings while out camping.
Well, the firewood's all cut. I've got everything brought into the tent, and the sun's about to set. I think it's time to batten down the hatches and tuck it in for the night.
I guess. Way better fool than smart. Oh, it's not bear.
As the man records himself getting ready to camp overnight in the Alaskan wilderness, he begins to hear the haunting sounds of an unknown creature just outside his tent.
Got the fireplace turned around so I can work on it a bit. You hear that?
Sounds like hyena.
What sounds like a wolf laughing can be heard scouting the area.
Can't be fake.
As his son sleeps, Luke stays hidden and quiet until the wolves leave.
Those are wolves laughing? What? Huh. I mean, a hyena's laughing shit. I didn't know wolves can laugh.
This is why you should stay armed while camping.
Or is a skinwalker? Bro. That shit ass. Hello? How you doing? I would not do that to Cupcake. I was playing Dead Ahead. It's all good, man. Sold and had to eat. Fair enough. Wait, Dead Road to Canada. Yeah.
Shark, you hungry?
Bro. Toes! Grease. Money. Uh-oh. That was Balkan.
Fuck you.
What is this? I mean, that's cool though. Fuck you too. My ears. Okay. What? Lower than half. Fair. I hate sour candy. Of course. What am I watching? You might as well knock me out. Potatoes? What? Could only hack you so you make my Bro. I don't want to be deaf. Bro, got the ear rape now. GG. We fucked up.
Do you like getting baths? No. Why not?
No. It's okay. It's okay, Daddy.
There's no point giving them bath.
Hey. Bro.
Unless they stepped onto some shit, I don't know.
You can't get out yet.
What the fuck? Don't flip!
Classic.
You're enjoying your bubble bath, but it's time to get out, okay? Come on.
Kitty!
My best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no
Villain art.
Stay.
Another villain arc.
Oh no.
Damn.
Number 9, breastfeeding.
Number 12, cock.
A rich guy in military. So
the sauce that reduces everyone to tears? We have no tears.
I think that was the point.
Our eyes are sweating. Give me the milk. Caliente. The cow juice makes it worse somehow.
This is real ad. Oh.
Stomach is open! It's like licking Satan's nutsack!
Okay.
It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it. Hiding under
Now I believe you.
in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me from this? Make it end. I feel it deep within.
Aura.
It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster.
Had a FNAF animation.
Yeah. Oh. No diddy.
What?
Oh. Chat, does the scale say cap? What does that mean? Cardiac arrest patient?
It means consumed a lot of Popeyes.
Scale said over the limit, so this scale goes only to 800 pounds.
Only?
I need to know your true weight, so we're gonna get you to bed scale.
Damn!
How much is that? 919 lbs. 2 kg. 460. Oh no. He saw his skiat. Okay, bro. But that's at least 2 marks. No, that's like 4 marks. LB is pronounced pounds. Yeah, I don't know. I'll call it LB.
Scale was right.
That was still open.
You know it's bad when the scale starts speaking English.
You may be heaviest person alive right now. This is not a good
What
place to
bacteria
be.
weight case has? Yeah.
Cap.
I'm trying to keep it down to 1 burger or fast food meal a day.
Sean, you keep eating like this, you gonna break 1,000. 2 months later.
Sean is so big right now, he cannot make it to the
Okay,
waiting
that's like
room door.
1%
He
burger.
maybe put another 50 to 100
Nah, it's
pounds
0.1.
on.
Sean, you just broke the world record. You're cooked.
Yeah, he's cooked.
My heart is cold. My moves are bold. Never get old. I save the world. Did you know? I save reporter from a tiger attack. Did you know?
Real. We'll talk about queso.
Dear Waffle House, I came through, the door ain't working. I dropped my knife, my spoon angle.
Hey, it's better than Eminem. That's a good start.
Sometimes I take some dookies on the floor when I get tired. But anyways, screw it. What's been up? Please give me waffles. My stomach's hungry too. I'm about to eat for hours. If I'm too hungry, guess what I'ma do? I'ma eat employees. The other 10 I ate, they all just taste like Takis. I had a big stomach ache after them, but it was worth it. I know I probably say this every day, but I'm your biggest fan. I even got the secret waffle mix and I ate it fast. I got a fridge full of your waffles and your burgers, man. I like the food you made with grilled cheese, I gobbled that. Anyways, I hope you feed me, man. Give me that 20 cents.
It's good.
Yours, your biggest fave.
Chad, is it hidden?
It's hidden.
Look at this idiot right here. I feel bad for you, man. He didn't react to your song. That didn't age well, did it, idiot?
I cannot wait to eat those waffles that you cook. Cause when I have a bad dream, I crawl away and eat them all. Cause I'm too big to move around, so crawling is what I do best. I even drew a waffle with my dookie on my chest. Sometimes I play Fall Guys, but it's hard cause I just scream. It's like adrenaline. The messages just always get to me.
No, it ain't the messages, it's these losers.
Don't disrespect me, what? Cause I don't care, bro. Mark, camera unfocuses if you drink water.
Team snipers.
Always ban them when they say it, but they just jealous cause I'm working out like 24/7.
Yo, W song though, not gonna lie, it's not bad. I have indeed actually heard worse.
Yeah. Oh, now it didn't. W song.
Yes, I'm drinking whiskey.
You find it racist, I find it funny. That's why I'm happier than you. Sure. I find homophobic. Oh, you find it. That's why I'm happier than you. Keep telling that to yourself. Offensive, I find it funny. That's why I'm happier than you. I mean, that one, I can only relate. C general. Yeah, I'm not famous enough. You don't know who I am. Simply say that. So you are a girl. 900 kilograms more. Crutch was right. Another simply say, but yeah, female. Spam is spam, of course. Zach. Ugh, he looks anime. Marxist 21. Is there a footballer? I mean, no, basketballer. Huh. Alright. Wait. Oh, there's more. Wait, what the? Oh. Footballer. Nice kink. Better than that woman. She better. Okay. Marxist 21. Interesting, you put Marxist 21, you get like some sports guy. Yeah, again, sports guy. Maybe because of the 21 at the end. Raj. Looks like an Indian guy. Raj. Female. Yeah, that was Raj. Your brother was fat as fuck. What? Okay, well that was something. That's a lot. Change your name to what you would like. I don't know. What was that? I burped. Flapping. What? Why do you want to change your name? Oh, my bad.
Lunchly. Baby oil. Talk Tua. Thick of it by KSI. A long edge ago, the four nations gooned together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Dan TDM nation attacked. Only the Diditar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him the most, Beyonce vanished him away. 100 years passed, and my stepbrother and I discovered the new Diditar, a baby oil bender named Aang. Although his baby oil bending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he can party. But I believe he can throw the biggest parties in the world.
What? Diditar? Nah. Nah, bro. What? That going crazy. Okay. Your life is not over, bro. When it comes to advice.
Wow! Damn, man, look at that, look! Whew.
Walt, please, please just hear me out, please.
Yeah.
His smile was one of those rare smiles. that
Minute
you
Man
may
his
come
ass.
across.
Fusion core. Reinitialize systems. Nominal.
Same name as a woman. What the fuck?
Show yourself, Hades. Another one of your tricks. Face me, coward.
Okay, bro.
Show yourself, Hades.
My bad. Today I learned this was photo and not a computer generated image. Context. Oh, that's how it was made. Wait, that's actually cool. Wow. You knew that before, y'all. You knew that they did this. Cap. Oh, now I'm getting Raj. What is this, bro?
The name Sabin is a boy's name of Latin origin meaning from the Sabines, listed in the Quran as one of the people of the book. This male equivalent of Sabina is undiscovered and ripe for the adventurous baby namer.
Sabina. I love you too. No Diddy though. Mark, you too can lower your standards and get a sport groom? What? I don't need a groom.
Am I dreaming? Oh, I'm living in my dream.
You sure? Alright, you do you, bro. Add it in Fortnite.
Am I dreaming?
Alright. Vibrate with me. Pause on that. What? I'm not closing my eyes. Comments? This frequent meditation has been a game changer. Oh no, that's... The dress is blue. Okay. Was he looking at his cock? Like, how do you not know the color of the dress? I need some sound bowl healing ace. Cock protein. Yeah. This is not really on Hinge. Huh? Bigger than that. Pet-sized queen.
In my dream.
She ate the dream. Wait a minute. That's why the restaurant was closed so early.
Now Google Space Movie 1992. Alright.
I think I've heard about it.
Get... Dog, what the fuck? Who greenlit this and who wrote this? This has to be satire. That's... That's hilarious.
What was it though? I forgot. Space movie 1992. Ah, that's what it was. Yep.
The bowling ball as we know it has undergone a lot of changes over several centuries to become such a striking success. From a crude stone to carved wood
Am I trying to do a sleeping stream?
to rubber to molded polyester, it's been reinvented numerous times. But the latest version has turned out to be
I
a
feel like that's what you put on to go to sleep. Nah, actually though. General, it's funny. It is. Gascony. What country is that? Bulgaria, third. Nice. That's my country. What? Modern day max difficulty. Damn. Nice. Yeah, I would probably not survive in max difficulty. You tell me something? Nah, it's on mobile. Imagine saying Stalin is better than Trump. These people are mentally ill. What? Italy got Bosnia and you immediately after they annexed it declared war on them? I mean, fair enough. Free real estate or whatever. Now this is crazy. You should not get like what happened? They say that Stalin is better. And you're saying that is they're mentally ill. Which I mean, I kind of agree. Yeah, what happened? You got banned or something? What's the game called? Age of History 2. Oh, it got deleted. Did the owner delete it or it was TikTok?
Real winner.
TikTok, oh wow. How is this funny?
Technological advances have reshaped every kind of bowling ball, including these balls made from ebonite. A bowling ball's nucleus is actually asymmetrical to help it curve. However, the name bowling prolated spheroid wasn't as marketable, so today they're called bowling balls. Cores are made from polyester resin, blending in materials such as this powder, and this powder. The result looks like what
That was some ass cheeks. Yeah, I don't know in which of this is funny. Where the funny is, but I'm not seeing it. No, we're not. Savin has brain rot. Cause I don't know how that is funny. It's fucking bad to be ear rape. Can't lower the volume. Welcome back. He came back and we got that, of course. Well, you sent 2 links. It's the same. You just sent the same link again. Ambulance. Is this in Estonia? This is in Estonia. Wait, what the fuck? You... What? Because I knew it was Silver. We have those shops. Hey, W. Wait, you sent this to me before? I don't remember. There was a police thingy that happened. Wait, but what happened? Did bro just have a heat stroke? Cause how did he even... Cause I think he had a heat stroke. Cause how you just go out like that?
The United States has 5,244 nuclear weapons and a whole bunch of different ways to move them. Some can
He just fell on what? There was nothing to fell on. The road was, you know?
be fired from the ground, others from submarines. Some can be dropped from
Bro fell on air.
planes, and others are just collecting dust. But all of these systems for moving nuclear weapons are
Is Spotify randomly out your music on and he tried to change it mid-writing? Of course, yeah, that's what happened. He heard Lil Tisma, so he wanted to.
systems for deploying them. As in, that's how we move them from here in Montana to here where the bad people are. But what about when we need to transport nuclear weapons without blowing them up? Well, it turns out that moving a warhead from one part of the United States to another is like a whole thing. So, you know the drill. We'll explain the thing, and then we'll tell you to go buy something, and then about 2% of you will buy it, and then I'll give my writer Ben some money to go buy more croissants, which he needs to live. Here we go! Nuclear warheads in the United States live here, in the 450 or so missile silos in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, and North Dakota, with a few spread out in other states. But throughout their lives, these warheads also sometimes need to be here, 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 or here. And at this point, you probably have the same question that I did when I started writing this video. Why exactly are we moving nuclear warheads in the first place? It's not like we're using them. This must only happen like every few decades. And you'd be right if you just replaced every few decades with several times a week, which I guess means that
Better
you weren't very
location
right at all.
to send
The
it?
US Department of Energy moves warheads all the time, and it is precisely because we aren't doing anything with them that they have to be moved so often. You see, the delicious plutonium center of every nuclear warhead has an expiration date, a point past which it won't detonate reliably, and the problem is, we don't really know when that expiration date is. So instead of rolling the dice on World War III, the Department of Energy has started the process of recycling and replacing the plutonium in each of
they'll go out of date?
these warheads, and that means bringing them from their silos to one of these locations for disassembly, reassembly, maintenance, or testing. But the question is, how do you get a warhead from here to here safely multiple times a week? Surely we don't just bring a nuclear bomb onto a public interstate highway and... No, we do that, don't we? Yes, in fact, here is a map of the interstates that the Department of Energy
They literally just carry on a truck or some shit.
uses to transport their warheads. But it's not quite that simple because bringing a nuclear bomb onto a public interstate highway requires a carefully coordinated operation that is almost entirely classified, except for the fact that this Department of Energy nuclear warhead transportation training video ended up on YouTube somehow, and now I can tell you exactly how it works. The warhead itself is first loaded into one of these. I know one of these, you might be saying. That's called a truck. But oh, dear simple viewer, you have once again been fooled by the US Department of Energy Office of Secure Transportation, because that is no simple truck. That is a US Safeguards transporter, and this grainy picture is actually one of the only verified photos of one in existence. While they're designed to
Nah, fuck off, it's a truck.
look like a typical 18-wheeler with no recognizable markings and an ununiformed driver, they are anything but. The entire truck is bulletproof,
undercover,
with 12-inch steel doors, invulnerable tires, and can sit directly in the middle of a fuel fire for up to 60 minutes without the cargo taking any damage. The axles will explode if an attacker tries to tow it, and the entire trailer will fill itself with a rapidly expanding foam if the truck goes off axis. It's also equipped with various ways to kill you, the details of which the Department of Energy still refuses to disclose, though independent journalists have found good evidence for at least two. It can electrocute you to death, and by reading through the DOE's contract with an Australian arms manufacturer from 2005, we're pretty sure that it has a robotic 40mm turret that is designed to, quote, distribute large quantities of ammunition over a large area in an extremely short time frame.
What?
So, no, it's not really a truck. But even with its fancy foams and turrets, this
got a
truck-looking
turret.
thing is only one part of moving the warhead. Every Safeguards transporter moves as part of a convoy alongside 2 or 3 other unmarked and armored emergency response vehicles, one of which acts as the convoy's command center, and aerial support, which can conduct surveillance, or, like every other part of the convoy, kill you super dead. Each one of these vehicles is operated by armed OST agents, which is a federal agency you're probably not familiar with, but all you really need to know is that you probably shouldn't try to steal one of their cars. Every single one of these agents has Q clearance, the highest level of clearance that the Department of Energy can issue, and they also have the authority to directly enforce 28 federal laws, most of which allow them to, you guessed it, kill you. These agents can also, in the event of an emergency, create what's called a national security area, which essentially allows them to put any non-federal land in the United States under the control of the Department of Energy, regardless of who owns it. So these agents, empowered to kill you and steal your house, escort the Safeguards transporter along a classified, predetermined route, which is monitored at all times by the Emergency Control Center in
Huh? They could just crash out on me?
Albuquerque. This center is responsible for contacting all of the local law enforcement departments along the route to give them a sort of vague message about a special mission that they're not allowed to know about and definitely shouldn't mess with. In the event that local police do encounter the convoy, tensions might be a little high, given that both parties have guns and one of them has a nuclear bomb, so the Emergency Control Center can give both parties what's called a sign-countersign, where the police state a code word and the OST agents respond with another code word. And all of these elements and procedures need to come together flawlessly in order to get the cargo from point A to point B, so it's a good thing that our nuclear warheads are in the hands of an agency that truly does not mess around, unless you consider drinking on the job messing around, or threatening to kill each other messing around, or being severely understaffed and not having the money for weapons training anymore messing around. But they sure don't seem so, and I'm not in the business of disagreeing with people who, again, can legally kill me and take my house. Anyway, it would seem that I have once again written a video that probably wouldn't have been possible if I were not using NordVPN. And it's on instance, you're traveling and using public Wi-Fi, you're taking a dangerous gamble. It's easy to connect to the
Every news outlet makes it seem like the end is inevitable for Russian Discord users, because there's news that Russia is going to ban Discord for extremist content.
Yeah,
but
a lot of
this
shit
news
banned
might
in
not be
Russia.
true, because these news outlets are missing something important, because Discord has a bit of a trick up their sleeve. We need to go through the timeline of what's going on. Now, thankfully, we don't have 5 years of timeline to go through and waste your time on. We're going back a month, because on September 19th, there was an r/Discord app post where Discord is currently having issues in Russia and malfunctioning due to partial blocking of the website, because it turns out Discord has been added to Russia's list of naughty websites because Discord has prohibited information on it. Now, this was kind of the warning sign that things are going to escalate, and escalate they did. Because on September 27th, on official Russian news, which has been machine translated, so things might be a little funky, but on Russian news, it was noted that Discord has been listed in the Roskomnadzor registry, which is basically a massive list.
Adolf Hitler is giving a speech in a beer hall in Munich. Right behind him in the column, a bomb has been hidden away, and it is about to go off. The German carpenter and Nazi opponent Georg Elser has planned this moment for months. He knew Hitler would be here tonight. He knew when exactly the Führer would give a speech. Elser installed explosives with a time fuse. At exactly 9:20 p.m., his bomb is supposed to detonate. The explosion causes the entire ceiling above the podium to collapse. 63 people get injured. 8 die.
He killed himself.
But Hitler isn't one of them. He left the beer hall earlier than expected at 9:07 p.m. Georg Elser failed. But this was just one of many attempts to assassinate Hitler. One of almost 40. Today, we take a look at some of the most spectacular plans to rid the world of the Nazi leader.
Who knew the best assassinator was him himself?
Why did they all fail? How did he keep
Jews. What?
getting away? Was Hitler just that lucky? Or was there more to it?
I mean, why wouldn't them? What?
This is Henning von Tresckow, a first general staff officer in the Wehrmacht. At first, he's a supporter of Hitler when he seizes power in 1933. But that will soon change. Tresckow's turning point comes in 1941, when Germany attacks the Soviet Union. He thinks Hitler's invasion is military madness. He thinks they will lose the war. But Tresckow also has moral concerns. He knows about the mass murder of Jewish people. He knows what the regime is doing. A resolve forms within him. He's convinced that this mad dictator must be stopped at all cost. And in spring of 1943, Tresckow makes his move. He manages to persuade his commander-in-chief Günther von Kluge to invite Hitler to Smolensk in the Soviet
And he's green right there.
Union. Here, Tresco is stationed, and the Führer agrees. On March the 13th, 1943, he makes a stopover in Smolensk on his flight from Vinnitsa to his headquarters in East Prussia. At lunch, Tresco asks Lieutenant Colonel Heinz Brandt, who is traveling with Hitler on the plane, for a favor. Brandt is to deliver a package containing 2 bottles of Control cognac to a friend of Tresco's in East Prussia. Tresco tells him that he lost a bet. Instead of 2 bottles of alcohol, however, the package contains a bomb with a detonator. Tresco wants to feign an airplane accident. His co-conspirator Fabian von Schlabrendorf secretly activates the time pencil and then hands the package to Brandt. The plane takes off at around 3 p.m. On board are Hitler, Brandt, and the bomb. The bomb is supposed to explode within an hour. Schlabrendorf set the timer by crushing a glass vial filled with a corrosive liquid in the time pencil. The airplane should crash at about the height of Minsk. But Hitler lands in his headquarters unscathed. Brandt had packed the package in the cold cargo hold. The acid detonator had frozen. Tresco immediately calls Heinz Brandt and tells him that he accidentally gave him the wrong package. The next day, Schlabrendorf flies to East Prussia, exchanges the package with 2 bottles of cognac, and defuses the bomb. Producing videos like this one takes a lot of time, and we to it helps diligence and Bill it's not. If you thought or often those SS was part of a sworn circle of military resistance fighters determined to kill Hitler, and they were far from giving up. A key figure in the group was Lieutenant Colonel Klaus Schenk Graf von Stauffenberg. Over the years, he became the head of the military conspiracy. Tresco and Stauffenberg were close companions, and they were always looking for a new opportunity to eliminate the Führer. They didn't have to wait for long. Fast forward 9 months. This is Axel Freiherr von dem Busche. He's an officer, almost 2 meters tall, blonde, and has blue eyes. He truly embodies the Nazi ideal. This appearance is supposed to provide him with the perfect opportunity to kill Hitler. Von dem Busche and a group of other soldiers are to present the new Wehrmacht's uniform to Hitler at his headquarters. Von dem Busche plans to use a hidden British hand grenade to blow himself up along with the dictator. But then in Berlin, a railroad
ads when you pause. What? How you get an ad when you pause?
wagon is destroyed by an Allied bomb. It contained the new uniforms. No uniforms, no presentation. The meeting is postponed. By then, von dem Busche isn't an option anymore. Just 1 month earlier, he was seriously wounded. One of his legs had to be amputated. Instead, Stauffenberg now wants the 21-year-old Lieutenant Ewald Heinrich von Kleist to trade his life for Hitler's death. The young lieutenant takes his time to think about it and agrees. Von Kleist is ready to do the job and prepares. But Hitler cancels the appointment on short notice. On July 7, 1944, the presentation of the new Wehrmacht uniforms finally takes place at a castle near Salzburg. This time, Major General Helmut Stief is chosen as the assassin. He too is part of the resistance group. The odds of success are extremely high. An explosion at that distance is nearly unsurvivable. It's the perfect opportunity. Then, at the last minute, Stief hesitates and backs out. Sure, he wants to see Hitler dead, but he isn't willing to sacrifice his life for it. Yet, the group around Stauffenberg doesn't give
Smart, because he's gonna die about a year.
up. They plan a
Yo, that's what he said.
new attack. This time, Stauffenberg wants to do it himself. He aims not only to kill Hitler, but also to bring down the entire Nazi regime in one coordinated strike. In the early morning of July 20th, 1944, Stauffenberg and First Lieutenant Werner von Heften fly from Berlin to the Führer's headquarters. Stauffenberg is to report on the Eastern Front at a meeting with Hitler. It presents the perfect opportunity for Stauffenberg. He plans to arm 2 bombs in his briefcase, place it near Hitler during the meeting, and leave the room before the bombs go off. Then he plans to fly back to Berlin, where he and other resistance fighters plan to take over power after Hitler's death. At the Führer's headquarters, Stauffenberg learns that the time of the meeting has been changed. Due to a visit of the Italian dictator Benito Mussolini, it is moved
Damn you, Mussolini!
forward by half an hour. At around 12:15, Stauffenberg
ruined
pretends to want to change his shirt. Together with Heften, he wants to secretly activate the time fuse for the bomb before the meeting
I mean, yeah, low-key Mussolini helped Adolf without knowing.
begins. But they get interrupted and told to hurry not to
saved
be
them
late
then.
for the meeting. Therefore, they can only arm 1 of the 2 explosives. So Stauffenberg doesn't pack the second one and leaves it with Heften. He then enters the meeting. He puts his briefcase down near his target at the end of the table. Hitler and the bomb are now separated by only about 1.3 meters. Stauffenberg gives his report and then immediately leaves the room, supposedly to make an important phone call. Everything is going according to plan. A few minutes later, Hitler leans over the table
Hello, YouTube! Don't forget to like and subscribe.
to further discuss war strategy, and the bomb detonates.
Oh.
Stauffenberg watches the explosion from 200
He was
meters
there?
away and is certain Hitler is finally dead. He flies back to Berlin with Heften to continue Operation Valkyrie. They plan to blame the SS and the Gestapo for Hitler's death. Then they want to take power and put an end to the Nazi dictatorship. But Operation Valkyrie failed. In the meeting room, the pressure
he
wave caused
there?
the ceiling to collapse, and there's now a gaping hole in the floor where the briefcase once stood. The loud explosion ruptured the eardrums of almost everyone present. 4 people die, almost all of the others are injured. Only 2 people got off lightly. One of them is Adolf Hitler. The fact that Hitler leaned over the table during the explosion saved his life.
He was there.
He was only thrown slightly upwards by the force of the explosion.
Oh.
If Stauffenberg had also placed a second bomb in his briefcase, the explosion probably also would have killed Hitler.
Idiota.
With the failed assassination attempt on Hitler, the planned coup to end
No one suspected him to do that, though? I mean, he was there.
the Nazi regime also fails only a few hours later. Stauffenberg and the 3 other main plotters are shot that very night in the courtyard
Yeah, I was like, bro got like, did that and no consequences?
of the Blender block. Those are the headquarters of the General Army Office, and it was the heart of military resistance. 200 other co-conspirators also get executed.
Oh,
It is the
wow.
last known attempt to assassinate Hitler. On April the 30th, 1945, Hitler committed
Bro took 200 more lives with his action.
in the Führerbunker in Berlin.
Had to be sure, yeah.
Why did Hitler survive again and again? In old photos and video recordings, we almost always see Hitler walking around alone. That was
Spoon
part of
would
his
be nice.
image as an invincible, untouchable dictator. But in reality, Hitler had made many precautions to protect himself. He had many highly trained bodyguards. A special security service checked all routes and locations meticulously before Hitler arrived. His whereabouts were top secret. He was always well protected when he traveled by train, car, or plane. He had his own pilot and cook. He always had his meals tasted by his personal doctor before he started eating, all to minimize the risk of an assassination. Besides these security precautions, Hitler pursued a special tactic. He allegedly once said, "Das einzige Gegenmittel ist ein unstetes Leben," which means the only antidote is an unsteady life. He often changed his routes, cancelled trips at short notice, came earlier to meetings than planned, or left events
Wait, Hitler, we can't deny he was a smart guy. Yeah.
earlier than expected. We don't know if and how a successful assassination would have changed Germany's history. What would have happened if Hitler had just stayed 13 minutes longer in the beer hall in 1939? Could millions of Jews have been saved if one of almost...
That was interesting.
This is a question from Hunter, who asks, what if you ignored all the rules of car racing and had a contest which was simply to get a human being around a track 200 times as fast as possible? What strategy would win? Let's say the racer has to survive. So regardless of strategy, it turns out that the best you'll be able to do is about 90 minutes. There are lots of ways you could build your vehicle, an electric car, a rocket sled, or a carriage that runs along a rail like a roller coaster, but in each case, it's pretty easy to develop the design to the point where the human is the weakest part. The problem is acceleration. On the curved parts of the track, drivers will feel powerful G-forces. The Daytona Speedway in Florida has 2 main curves, and if the vehicles go around them too fast, the drivers will die from the acceleration alone. For extremely brief periods, such as during car accidents, people can experience hundreds of Gs and survive. 1 G is the pull you feel when you're standing on the ground under Earth's gravity. Fighter pilots can experience up to 10 Gs during maneuvers, and, perhaps because of that, 10 Gs is often used as a rough limit for what people can handle. However, fighter pilots only
I'm not feeling it. What? Not trying to see that. Fuck you, Raj.
Imagine there's a hotel with infinite rooms. They're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on forever. This is the Hilbert Hotel, and you are the manager. Now, it might seem like you could accommodate anyone who ever shows up, but there is a limit. A way to exceed even the infinity of rooms at the Hilbert Hotel. To start, let's say only one person is allowed in each room, and all the rooms are full. There are an infinite number of people in an infinite number of rooms. Then, someone new shows up, and they want a room. But all the rooms are occupied, so what should you do? Well, a lesser manager might turn them away, but you know about infinity, so you get on the PA and you tell all the guests to move down a room. So the person in room 1 moves to room 2, the one in room 2 moves to room 3, and so on down the line. And now you can put the new guest in room 1. If a bus shows up with 100 people, you know exactly what to do. Just move everyone down 100 rooms and put the new guests in their vacated rooms. But now say a bus shows up that is infinitely long, and it's carrying infinitely many people.
Bro, what is this? No, I'm good.
In today's roundup of cybersecurity tech news, and you're going to absolutely love this, a hacker who is himself
like infinite rooms, infinite bus, infinite people, like what is bro yapping about?
Quite literally hacked by North Korean spies, has taken it upon himself to get some revenge. He hacked back North Korea, and yes, hack back is the correct technical term for revenge hacking. So what kicks this all off? Well, North Korean government hacking groups have over the past few years been running a whole array of operations targeting security researchers, i.e. white hat hackers. They'll typically set up fake cybersecurity companies, making them look as legit as possible, with fake websites, fake research blogs, Twitter accounts, etc. Then, on behalf of their non-existent company, they'll DM legit security researchers. In some cases, they'll offer them jobs, in other cases, they'll ask if they want to collaborate on research together, but in either case, it always culminates in the researcher being sent malware, which provides the North Koreans backdoor access to the researcher's computer. Why? To gain access to the research that the White Hats are working on, such as fresh new vulnerabilities and exploits that the North Korean spies will then use in their other operations. Enter Pax, a security researcher who himself fell victim to one of these North Korean operations. In late January of 2020,
he's just hacking them back.
Download the entire game of PUBG in about 0.003 seconds. 91.
What do you mean? I just like the Hitler.
1,000 megabits per second. That's how fast the internet speed is at NASA. And it's roughly about 4,000 times.
Okay. What? Yeah.
Faster than the internet
you see,
bandwidth.
Spam gets it.
required to watch this YouTube video in HD. While the rest of us send data across the public internet, NASA uses a shadow network called ESNet, short for Energy Science Network, a set of private pipes that has demonstrated cross-country data transfers of 91 gigabits per second, the fastest of its type ever recorded. But what would happen if you were to have close to 100,000 megabit per second internet speed at home? Well, firstly, we need to understand how fast is the current internet speed that we all have. In 2002, over 60% of the world's population has some sort of internet connection, and the median worldwide internet speed is roughly 2,000 times slower than the speed at NASA. The average download speed ranges from 12 to 25 megabits per second, and that's what most people have in the US. So when an average person like you opens up a website online, it takes their computer approximately 2.9 seconds to load that website. That means if you were to visit NASA headquarters and use one of their supercomputers, the speed at which you would open a website like Facebook would be reduced by 2,000 times to only 0.001 seconds or 1 millisecond, right? Wrong. You see, the internet bandwidth refers to how much data your internet connection can transmit. The more bandwidth you have, the more data you can load at once. So where's the catch? Well, when it comes to loading a website, as long as your speed is, well, average, it doesn't really matter how fast it really is, if the website on the other end can't give you enough data for transferring in the first place. A recent study found that upgrading to 10 megabits per second from 5 only speeds up page load times by about 5%. So does that mean that having a speed of nearly 100,000 megabits per second would make no difference to an average consumer? Well, there are some other important things in life other than loading websites. For example, downloading a large file, a movie, or a video game. You see, when it comes to internet speed, the easiest way to measure how much of a Chad you really are is to download the entire game of PUBG in about 0.0.
I'm using the 43 gigs, but
0.003 seconds, or the whole library of Steam games that are available on the entire platform in just about 15 days. That's assuming you have 15 petabytes of storage laying around in your back garden. Okay, but how is it even possible to have that kind of internet speed at home? You see, information can be transferred in quite a few ways over an Ethernet connection. The most common being the LAN cable, which is actually capable of a maximum speed of 10,000 megabits, and that's 10 times less than what we're aiming for. So how can we increase that to NASA level? Well, there is actually another type of cable that is capable of achieving speeds way beyond your typical LAN cable, and you can probably imagine how extremely massive, hard to manufacture, and difficult to install it is, even for big corporations, let alone people like you and me, right? Wrong. The cable is actually really thin, and it's called the fiber optic cable. What makes this cable different is the way it transfers data, and that's using light. Fiber optics can transmit more data faster and more reliably than copper wires, making for a more secure and, most importantly, faster way of getting information from one place to another. The theoretical internet speed capacity of fiber is somewhere north of 1 petabit per second. That's 1 billion megabits, plenty enough to cover the speed of NASA's internet. Now the
okay, you have it, then why your Wi-Fi ass, bro? Explain.
That we've established that it's possible to have that kind of internet speed at home and got ourselves a fiber cable in place, we can talk about what we can do with our 100,000 megabits per second. and 100,000 is...
They are capping your wire. Yeah, bro. I would believe you 16 years ago.
Is a lot. So much so that
Take
you
a
would be
pic,
able
what?
to give 50,000 people each a computer running off of the same internet cable, and all of them would be able to stream Netflix in HD without experiencing
this?
any lag or stuttering. Such internet speed is really difficult to imagine and compare with everyday tasks that we do online. So who would even want to have such a fast internet?
Me?
Well, most ISPs offer speeds of up to 100 megabits, some 1000, but no one actually gives 100,000. And that's because no one would actually buy it, except maybe NASA. ISPs already offer a wide choice for consumers when it comes to internet speed, and they do that because not everyone obviously needs the fastest bandwidth, and not everybody has the budget to afford it. A family with 2 children that enjoy gaming after school may choose to get 100 megabits, whereas someone living alone and just reading some news articles online could just do fine with 10.
Bro.
It really comes down to how many devices use the internet at the same time and what is the bandwidth being used for. So buying a plan that gives you a speed that...
It might look similar to that, but you don't have it. Because why you don't have a good Wi-Fi?
NASA has at their headquarters would simply cost you a ton of
Yeah,
money,
don't rush.
and you would get pretty much nothing in return. Well, except that one time when you will want to download a 100 gigabyte game or invite 50,000
better
friends
router then.
over to watch Netflix on all of their phones. If you're wondering what to do next, here are a few videos that might be useful.
Alright. Yeah, here are videos. I think you forgot your videos like 1 minute ago, buddy. Alright. Capping the wire. What is this?
No, what do you mean?
I don't do that. That was me, but Sabian remix. What was? What was that about? Autistic sounds, okay. Huh? Oh wow. Feels weird.
A loop, coil, or section of loose line can injure or kill if the line suddenly tightens. These hazards are commonly known as bites. People working near bites need to watch feet and hand placement.
Oh.
Never stand in the bite of a line. Allow a body part to be caught in the bite, or stand near a line that's coming under tension. Pinch points are created where lines meet fixed objects.
The game. Huh?
Or other lines under tension. The extreme force of a taut line over a metal fitting can catch and crush fingers and hands, toes and feet. Be especially aware of loose gloves or clothing which can be caught at a pinch point. Snapback is potentially the most
Game is called line handling.
deadly of all line handling hazards.
Pause, bro. What?
A worn line, the wrong line, or a line under too much tension can part, snap back, and
Okay,
recoil,
like what?
striking anything in its path
doing too
with
much.
tremendous force. Always avoid the snapback zone, the likely path of a parted line.
Snapback.
A best practice is to paint the snapback zones on the deck plating as a reminder. Snapped lines, which are wrapped around a lead under tension, can be even more deadly, since they can swing around the lead in a larger arc, increasing the snapback zone. And snapped lines, traveling at the velocity of rifle shots, can also bounce and ricochet off solid surfaces, killing on the rebound too.
That was kind of interesting.
This question comes from Suzanne, who asks, if you had a printed version of the whole of Wikipedia, how many printers would you need in order to keep up with the changes made to the live version? For the English Wikipedia, you'd need this many. 6 printers
would
is
you
surprisingly
print
few, but before you try to create a live updating paper version of Wikipedia, let's look at what those printers would be doing and how much they'd cost. People have considered printing out Wikipedia before. In 2012, Rob Matthews printed every featured article, creating a book a couple feet thick, and in 2015, Michael Mandelberg created an art installation.
Just Google it.
From the wild moment police in Hollywood...
What of those clips happened in Estonia? Oh.
...deployed a new tool to stop these car thieves, and a high-speed chase in Estonia...
Oh! I was about to pause to see, does it say, Polizei?
...that was ended by the perfect spike strip to a nail-biting chase through Brazil that some are calling the
Welcome to
best of
Brazil.
all time, and much more. Here are some of the craziest ways police stopped suspects.
No, what is that profile, bro?
What you're
Yeah,
about to see
what?
was not a staged Hollywood chase. It was a real-life pursuit through the narrow corridors of Osasco, Brazil. Some have hailed it as the best police chase footage
After
of
this.
all time. It began when a
Go
motorcycle...
back. I don't want to see the Gyat. We'll see the Gyat, man.
cyclist and his
If
passenger
we
were
watch
seen
the whole
popping wheelies
thing.
and speeding through the crowded streets. A motorcycle officer tried to pull them over, but this daredevil had other ideas. He hit the throttle and led our officers on a
Is it-
nail-biting...
that's the Gyat. Here it is. It's so pixelated, bro. No, bro, saying Gyat for
6-minute chase through the main streets and back alleys of Sao Paulo.
That's so low quality, though. It's so small. Level 1 Gyat.
The driver weaves through traffic, takes tight turns, and does everything he can to shake the police. But, as talented as this biker
Chat,
is,
I think
the
we're
officer
cooked.
is just as good. Things
Yeah.
get tighter when he turns down
Chasing
narrow
Mark for
one-way
the
roads.
Gyat is crazy. Oh, bro, pause. Pause. Is this GTA 6 leak, chat? Is this real? Yes. Okay, I need to stop. Mark has a bigger ass than most female. Okay, bro. That's crazy. I wanna eat it. Yeah, it bounced, man. It looks so It looks touchable. I need to stop. I need to stop. Nah, bro. I muted it. I was so horny, I muted it. All bad. That's so dangerous, though. I would never risk my life for this dumb
Is it
shit.
worth his life or somebody else's to catch
That's
these
what
two?
I'm saying.
No, but he's not giving up that easily. Unfortunately, things were only
At this
going
point, I do shoot through you. No more get from now
to
on.
get more dangerous. Just watch how close they come to
Or
clipping this
at
bus.
least not for this video. Like, yeah. There's been so many close calls. True, shoot the tire. But the motorcycle might just flip. I don't know. If it's going too fast. Too much. What? The girl will die because it's stupid. Wanna be cool, man? True. Why did it pause? Hey, what was the point of the slow motion? Hey, yo, the editor, bro. What was the point of that slow motion?
Police in these tight Brazilian cities rely on
Did he
highly
be
trained
after-
motorcycle
Nah, that's
cops
crazy.
to catch criminals. Imagine trying to catch this biker in a squad car. You'd have lost him in a heartbeat. The danger cranks up another level as traffic gets
keep our
tighter.
attention
Our
on
biker
it.
is also coming
It's
up on a
crazy.
red light and doesn't plan on stopping.
Dedication is real, though. I'll give him that. I would never do this dumb shit if I was a cop. Anything, I just take my gun out and start shooting. Fuck it. Or taser. Surely they have a taser. Where's ops? Yeah. Bro was so good at dodging. So close. Cops don't give up, and if you shoot without reason, you can get fired, I guess. I mean, yeah. Like, why not try to block the bicycle with your bicycle?
Our officer was
Kinda
so
solved it.
close, but the biker got away again. At this point, he realizes he'll have to do something drastic to shake this cop. If he can't
Not
lose him
worth
on the
it, bro.
streets, maybe he can ditch him in the neighborhood.
Not worth it, bro. You're doing all that to have sex with her. I 100% bet that. It's justified. You have to keep other people safe too. Yeah, that's true. He doing all that to get pussy. Crazy. You ain't him, buddy. Yo. You're stupid. That dog almost died from the police motorcycle, bro. Look at the dog. That dog literally, bro. Nah, that dog almost died. That dog got so close. Damn.
It almost worked. Had our biker hit that turn, he could have gunned
Gotcha,
it down the alley
dumbass.
while the cop bumbled down the stairs. But all
Idiota.
good things must end. Even the world's most incredible police chase we have ever seen. Based on his skill, fearlessness, and knowledge of the city,
W-cop,
we
though.
don't think this was our driver's first high-speed chase. It will likely be his last, though.
Don't
It's
screenshot their
sad,
faces,
since
let
both
us
of these
shame
men
them.
could have made a decent
Oh,
living as
censor.
Hollywood stunt drivers.
Screenshot. I cannot read.
Replace that cop with James Bond, and you're looking at an instant classic.
True, this could be a movie.
July 12th of 2023. Police are in pursuit of two Teslas that decided today was a good day for a street race. Both cars...
Who races with a Tesla? What?
Traveling over 90 miles per hour were heading toward an
What a
Arkansas
loser.
State police officer. They split his cruiser, one Tesla passing on the right and the other on the left. The right Tesla took an exit and vanished, leaving the left Tesla to deal with the police. The high-powered smart car quickly pulls away as other officers join the pursuit. It takes our officer over 90 seconds to catch up, which can feel like forever in pursuit time. Up ahead, his fellow officer has stopped traffic in the left two lanes, forcing the Tesla right over police spike strips.
I believe you.
79A, looks like 24 is with it. Like traffic stopping up here, be careful.
Pause. Goody. Kinda got the cop car too. No?
Now you might be asking, why doesn't it stop the car right away?
Right.
Police spike strips are designed to prevent blowouts. In most cases, the spikes are hollow, detachable pieces of metal. They get stuck in the suspect's tire, allowing air to release over time. According to one manufacturer,
No, that does happen. Cops do accidentally get other cops. That does happen.
deflation takes between 12 and 20
They're
seconds.
not smart enough.
But that doesn't mean the pursuit ends in 20 seconds. This Tesla proves that pretty quickly. He keeps running, even with 4 spiked tires. It does, however, keep him from hitting top speed, which allows our officer to go in for a pit maneuver.
Bump. Like, you're not gonna
It was
outrun a
close,
cop car.
but he'll have to try again. He gets into position further up, but aborts the pit when other cars get too close. Trying it there would have been incredibly
saving.
reckless and could have gotten somebody hurt. Thankfully, another opportunity was about to present itself.
Alright, CBI, successful, good work, kid. I got it, busted that tire.
Like, bro. The chances of you escaping a police are so minimum. Why even try at this point? Idiota. Oh.
Now let's see what that looked like from the trailing officer's perspective.
He really does not want to take it. Oh yeah, he's cooked.
He hit 24's car.
Yeah, he's selling. He's selling. He's going against the cars now. Yeah, GG. He's going driving the other opposite way.
You good?
He's cooked. Oh, did he stop? I think he stopped. It'd be very dumb if he keeps
You
driving
can
to
see
the opposite
where the
way.
Tesla lost its back right tire. Had the rubber stayed on, he might have recovered and kept driving.
Never mind, yeah,
he
he
wouldn't have
stopped.
lasted much longer, though. Not on 4
Tire
flats.
popped out.
Police took both suspects into custody without incident. The driver had paid his cousin $500 to rent the Tesla for him. They were
It was rented? Oh yeah, you're cooked.
heading to Dallas for his birthday,
The
but now
Tesla's
they'll be
rented.
spending it behind bars. He was charged with reckless driving, aggravated assault, and unauthorized use of a vehicle. There's a reason they don't let people under 25 rent cars. It's because they do stupid stuff like this. Besides pit maneuvers and spike strips, police have one more tool in their arsenal that's made catching criminals even easier.
Guns.
It is simply called the grappler. It's safer than a pit and more reliable than
What?
spikes. Police in Hollywood, California used one on December 26,
Yo, that's cool.
2023.
Bro, that's like some Batman shit.
to catch a pair of teenage carjackers in a stolen Camaro. Apparently,
Wow,
they hadn't gotten the one they asked for that Christmas.
Imagine. What a losers, man. Let's steal this cool car. It'll be so fun.
The grappler is like a portable net attached to a police car's front bumper. The netting is a high-strength yellow tether. All the cop has to do is ram the net under the suspect's back tire. It gets caught in the tether, connecting the suspect's car and the cruiser. From there, it's like reeling in a fish. On September 22nd of 2022, police in Arizona used the grappler to save an innocent woman from her disgruntled attacker. As the story goes, 39-year-old Amy got drunk and thought she was driving behind her ex-husband. We assume there's bad blood between them because she started ramming the back of his car. Only...
Imagine, you got it built into your car to automatically cut it up.
This wasn't her ex. It was an innocent lady who had no idea what was happening. Even with police on her tail, Amy kept ramming this poor lady's car. That's when they deployed the grappler and reeled her in like a drunken tuna.
Oh, bro. That's what you get.
Amy was arrested for aggravated assault and booked on $100,000 bond. Thankfully, the woman she kept ramming didn't suffer any injuries, even though Amy was allegedly going over 100 miles per hour. Maybe next time she'll just try marriage counseling. Yogeva County is one of 15 states that make up the country of Estonia. It's relatively new in the grand scheme of things, having only been incorporated in January of 1990. It's home to about 28,000 people and one intoxicated man who met the wrong end of police spike
but still.
Strips. It was May 1st, just after 7 p.m. Local police were called about a man who had gotten drunk and decided to go for a drive. His reckless joyride quickly turned into a high-speed pursuit through the county. He sealed his fate after turning down a narrow 2-lane road. Police were waiting with spike strips ready to deploy. They watch as the car approaches. Once he's about to pass them, the officer throws out the spike strip.
There you go.
It was the perfect shot. The spike strips hit the suspect's tire, forcing him to pull over shortly after. His tires look more like deflating balloons. It's unclear what became of the driver and how long he'd been running from.
At least our police are good equipped.
Police. We can assume they'd been chasing him for a while. It's not like cops automatically resort to spike strips when the chase begins. The spike strips come in many shapes and sizes. They'll typically feature a collection of 1 to 3 inch metal teeth pointed straight up. Police use portable ones that they can quickly throw across the road like this. Ideally, they can pull them back without hitting any innocent drivers. In all, these Estonian officers did a pretty good job.
Estonia.
On August 16th of 2020, police in Daytona Beach, Florida, pulled 24-year-old Kevin Morales over for speeding. But Kevin wasn't sticking around for a ticket. He hit the gas, leading police on a high-speed chase down I-4. A helicopter kept an eye on Kevin while officers got into position with spike strips. Thanks to this skillful pilot, police kept up with his blue Honda hatchback and eventually got this speed demon off the road. It did take a few tries, though.
Yep, next car coming to you, outside lane.
Money though.
Did you guys hit him or not?
Down there.
Spiking a suspect's car isn't as easy as it sounds. You can tell how hard the timing is when someone is speeding over 100 miles per hour. This isn't a video game where cops deploy strips across the road. They must time it perfectly to hit the suspect's vehicle while avoiding collateral damage. Up ahead, police set up for another spike attempt. Meanwhile, Kevin tries to fake them out by taking the exit, but the helicopter keeps the police hot on his tail.
Yeah,
let's see if this second spike strip
You got a
does the
helicopter
job.
on your ass, bro. His eyes move so quickly sometimes. What? Want someone to make a med kit and make it look like We shoot.
Negative. He's passing. Hey, stand by. He might be getting
Nah.
off here. He's exiting. Exiting onto Saxon. Okay, he's not going
I'll make
westbound.
an edit. Wait. Edit was shooting a rocket?
He's either going eastbound or he's gonna
not make yeah.
Continue.
15 under I-4.
Yeah, he's continuing westbound. He's not taking the exit onto Saxon.
The officer under the bridge thinks he hit Kevin. If he didn't, a third officer was waiting up ahead, just to make sure.
Okay, he's in the on-ramp to I-4 right there.
Yeah, it does. That's just the camera. It does look like you're playing a video game trying to
Nobody
snipe him.
lasts very long after driving over 2 spike strips. At this point, Kevin is running on borrowed time. Still, that didn't stop him from weaving in and out of control and risking people's lives. Luckily, nobody was too close when Kevin lost control.
Bro should have shot him.
Chris, get ready. Make sure you're behind.
Here's your shot. Take your shot. Man.
What's the status on
Yeah, he's settling, bro.
They've got the information. We don't know who's en route yet.
Okay, he's spinning out, guys. Looks like his tire just went out. He's just lost control. He's off to the
Oh wait,
median.
he shot him. Nice. Never mind. He took a shot.
52 Central. He's signal forward.
Good aim.
Signal 12. Signal 12. He's continuing south.
They almost got him, but the chase was back on. Moments later, though, Kevin put his car in the swamp.
Wait,
He
what?
appears to have it under control mostly. It got a slight weave in it, but he's still center lane westbound.
Tire
It's
is
like normal speed almost.
Broken. How is it?
All right, he's off. He's off again, spinning. He's off. He's in the water. In the water, right hand side.
Units, you're covering each other. Air 1, car into the water.
Affirmative. He's off to the right in the water. He's in the ditch. They have not exited yet. Doors open, but he has not exited.
All right, guys, he's about to bail. Get our cover.
Why they do that? Like the video is not over. I don't get it. Why they do that? Put it at the end, bro.
White male coming out the driver's side. He's not
I
right.
hate it.
There's also another person inside the vehicle.
Hands up, bro. He almost got shot. He almost got shot. Read you? Wait, what? McQueen crashed. Okay. Hey,
Police
yo.
swarmed the car and ordered Kevin.
Why they want him naked?
To walk backward toward them.
Freaky-ass
He was
cops.
eventually charged with reckless driving, driving without a license, and resisting arrest. As for his passenger, she seemed to care more about her phone. She made the dumb decision of tucking it into her waist instead of dropping it. What do you think that looks like to an officer
Idiot.
standing 20 to 30 feet away?
McQueen. What?
She, however, was not charged with any crimes. As far as we can tell, she was an unwilling participant in Kevin's joyride. If you enjoyed this video
so
and want to
dumb.
see another just like it, be sure to
That's how you say
click
it.
the link on screen now.
Bro.
With that, thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.
She's a free. What? That's a crazy comment. Alright, this is general. Oh, bro, placenta. This is literally fiber optic. Is it though? Probably. It's for the TV. Alright. I took a picture of the fiber optic. Alright.
Sucked forcefully
Pause.
into an oil-coated 30-inch underwater pipeline at immense speed. These 5 men found themselves
Okay, the first sounded real sus.
in an unimaginable waking nightmare, but only one of them would live to tell the tale.
Oh wow.
A GoPro camera mounted on one of the divers recorded the exact moment disaster struck. What it unveils will send shivers down your spine. On February
that's scary.
25th, 2022,
Like, I would never do these type of jobs in my life, no matter how much money I get paid. Those are scary.
the Berth 6 platform in Pointe-à-Pierre, the men of LMCS, Faisal Kirban, Kazim Ali Jr., Rishi Nagasar, Yusuf Henry, and Christopher Boudram were tasked with maintenance work on a dormant pipeline. The pipeline belonged to Paria Fuel Company, a government-owned oil company in Trinidad and Tobago. The pipe in question was a 30-inch U-shaped pipeline which runs along the seabed. It was designed to transport oil from Berth 6, where ships unload their oil, to Berth 5, the refinery. While some risk was involved, the 5-person diving team were well prepared and experienced divers. The team placed an air tube inside a diving bell, a unique habitat shaped like an 8-foot cube. The diving structure provided a dry workspace for the LMCS maintenance team.
No, that was Mr. Krabs right there, bro. What do you mean?
LMCS installed the cube
Bro smelt the oil. Money.
structure over the pipe at Berth 6 to displace the water inside the work area. The cube created a pressure pocket of air that forced out the ocean water to create an appropriate workspace.
We don't got
Once ready,
time.
this work area allowed the crew to remove their diving gear and safely use their tools to perform their essential work.
I mean, it ain't
Undoubtedly,
that long.
they had completed the procedure hundreds of times.
16.
As the 5 veteran divers performed their duties, it was business as usual. Until it wasn't.
It's
The
interesting.
company
though.
installed an inflatable plug 2 weeks earlier to protect the pipe's
Hey,
oil
yo.
and prevent contamination. The line wasn't in
type
service
of
then,
plug is
but
that?
it could be put into service when needed. The industry calls this dead legs, and it isn't without its
He is
risks.
speaking kind of slowly.
While this is standard procedure, the process requires intense planning, process hazard risk assessment, and close monitoring. Preparing for maintenance jobs like this can take
Now I'll
days,
finish
if not longer. Unfortunately, this likely means the oil company wasn't willing to prepare for a safe operation. But like most employees, the 5 divers were following orders. The divers descended to their work site,
Nah, 2 is
unaware
too
of the
much.
surprise. As it turns
I
out,
don't understand.
inflatable plugs like this are pressurized, holding back the high-pressure air in the diving bell and the low-pressure air in the pipe itself. These events created the formula for disaster. Once Ali Jr. handed a wrench to his crewmates in the diving bell, they began loosening the valve to release the plug. The 5 divers had no warning. As soon as they released the plug, the pressure difference turned the inside of the pipe into a relentless vortex, ruthlessly sucking
wow.
in air, water, people, and
That
equipment
is, yeah,
into its depths.
Scary.
The power of the suction was too strong, and a torrent of water
Suction?
surged into the diving bell, turning their sanctuary into a death trap. The sudden influx of
RIP.
water and pressure differential unleashed a force that yanked the men and their tools into the narrow pipeline. In the blink of an eye, they found themselves hurtling violently through a whirlpool of water and oil for an agonizing 90 seconds, fighting for oxygen. Suddenly, they came to a stop. They gathered themselves and assessed their positions in the pipe, realizing the gravity of their situation. They discovered that the violent tornado of water, air, and oil left them settled somewhere in the line where an air pocket allowed them to breathe. The sole survivor, Christopher Boudram, vividly recounts how it went down.
Christopher survived.
Tornado, everything just spinning and beating you up and happened so fast, I couldn't react.
The only thing I remember able to do was cover my head, like in the fetal position. After that, all I remember, I didn't even remember actually getting pulled in the pipe. I just remember going hurled through the pipe at unbelievable speeds. I couldn't hold my breath no longer, man. True. And you holding your breath for too long, after a while, your body, your lungs just fight. Your airways close, you just hear noise. Your body suffering to pull air. An unbelievable nightmare. Your eyes burning. Every time you try to open your eyes, it's burning. You're pitch black, you can't see nothing. Your throat burning. Your ears ringing. Your body sore. And at that point, I told myself I was going to dead.
Their struggle for survival was only beginning. The men were trapped inside a 1,200-foot-long oil pipe, disoriented, injured, and in absolute terror. Amidst this chaos and fear, the men tried to communicate and keep each other's spirits up. However, the reality of their situation squashed down any hope of survival. The GoPro that had been with them for the dive recorded every second of their plight, capturing the sheer terror and sounds of struggle as the men fought for their lives. Chris initially believed that they had been hurled through the pipe head first, so they had to crawl backward to make it out of the pipe. But Kazim, Yusuf, and Faisal were sure they had gone in foot first, so he trusted the judgment of the majority. As the least injured diver, Chris placed his feet on Kazim's shoulders. He then instructed Kazim to pull the rest of the group together and instructed Faisal to push everyone.
Oh, they were still alive.
Since he was at the back. Linked together as a chain, with Chris in front, they started trying to make it out of the pipe. Squeezing their way through thick, slippery oil residue and pitch-black darkness was unbearable. Dealing with broken bones, burning eyes, a burning throat, and extreme discomfort weighed them down. Their progress was excruciatingly slow, and the end was nowhere in sight. The men kept praying and moving to the best of their abilities. They eventually came across 2 oxygen tanks with the regulators still attached. Chris informed the men that breathing the air inside the pipe could make them delirious and nauseous. He advised them to take small sips from the tank in intervals to keep clear oxygen in their system. Although they found oxygen tanks, water levels rose as they progressed. Christopher noticed that some group members struggled to breathe and suffered various injuries. Others were blocked and unable to move. He decided to check how much the water would rise if they continued. As he moved forward, Chris came to a horrifying discovery. The next segment of the pipe was entirely underwater, and with just 2 oxygen tanks for 5 individuals, it wasn't safe to proceed any further. Knowing this, Chris had to make the hardest decision of his life. He had to continue alone to get help for everyone. Chris prepared himself to tell the others. After explaining the situation to them, they agreed it was their only chance and gave Chris one of the oxygen tanks. Chris promised that he would get help and come back for them, and left. Still not entirely sure if he was going in the right
Did he try to help him?
Direction and how much air he had left in the tank. He swam through the submerged section with the tank in front of him, hoping he would find another air pocket soon. The entire pipe had flooded sections, and some contained air pockets. After fighting to make his way underwater, he realized his oxygen was running out based on his air quality. With his diving instincts in overdrive, he breathed the last air in his tank. As if fate intervened, his tank collided with another metal object before him. It was another oxygen tank. He quickly tried to find the new tank's regulator. After scrambling in pitch black, he finally found it, but the regulator had no mouthpiece, so he pushed the whole thing in his mouth. His mouth was covered in oily sludge. He managed to take a relieved breath from the tank. He knew he couldn't stop and continued with all his strength, uncertain how long
he consumed oil as well.
As he clambered through the pipe, he finally entered another air pocket. Yet, instinctively, he knew his only escape was returning to the riser. Unfortunately, this section of the pipe was half full of water. He found another air tank and reached the last flooded section before the riser. At this time, he heard Faisal calling out his name. He had been following Chris. He asked Chris to wait before he entered the last flooded section, but Chris told him he couldn't wait any longer. They had been in the pipe too long, and that their time was running out. He continued until he found the bend in the pipe that he hoped would lead to salvation. After what seemed like hours, this next decision would decide his fate. This was the moment of truth. Either this was berth 5, which was sealed off by a plug, or this was berth 6, where they came from. As he made up his mind for the 3rd time to die, with one last push of determination, he kicked off towards the riser. As Chris continued to swim, he realized how tired he was, but he was determined to make it out and save his crew. Chris eventually reached the top of the pipe. Though he survived the ordeal, it wasn't over yet. As Christopher recounted the situation to the medical care staff, he recounted as many details as possible about the men and their position. Unfortunately, the rest of the LMCS team couldn't believe Christopher's story. The company assumed that the pipeline was full of oil and that any oxygen tanks they had would only give them an hour of air each. Rescue divers from the LMCS team dove down and knocked on the pipe, trying to find where the men were. They received the satisfying sounds of someone knocking back, undoubtedly providing the trapped men hope. But the LMCS team had yet to find a way to get them out. As the hours ticked by, the 4 injured divers suffered through their injuries, dealing with dwindling air, a curtain of suffocating oil fumes, rising seawater, and carbon dioxide. Though it's
at that point, what is the point of going down there and knocking if they're not even saving them? I mean, would you do it? Jump in? Nah, bro, cut the whole pipe at that point. Fuck it, bro.
Seemed that Pariah Trading Company and LMCS would initially save the 4.
I mean, all you need is a lot of air tanks, if you think about it. Air tanks and a flashlight.
Men, a rescue never came. The company pulled the 4 remaining bodies days after the incident began. They
would be possible.
Performed autopsies, but no one could agree on when each man died. Officials decided they survived until Saturday, but
was it worth more than some stupid oil? Well, not in America. Oil. They risk and use explosive to blow the pipe, but didn't hit anyone. I mean, I guess, yeah.
Some speculated that one endured until Monday. Officials launched a commission of inquiry in Trinidad and Tobago to investigate the circumstances that led to the Pariah diving tragedy.
Because everything inside me open, I rescue it. Everything inside you open, I rescue what's going on. Nobody was making an attempt to rescue. I always somebody who doesn't know.
Yeah, they were doing nothing.
Always somebody who could control and
we
see
got
things.
so lucky. Proof saw.
True, and I feel like
they were his friends as well. Yeah, great. Film it, bro. Post it. Film it. That's gonna save them. Thanks, bro. Knock on it too. I mean, you can have a crew and not be friends. What's with the ass shot? Just show the world big incident how it happened. Bro, is the camera guy good? Nah, that shit on his head, bro. He watching his ass. Nah, bro. That was Chris standing.
I can't even come up. Yeah. Yeah. All right behind you. You're right behind me. You don't know when to come up.
Small door is true. That is smart.
Who making all that noise then? Come on, all that we let's figure it out. We gotta go. We gotta start moving.
Lights, yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to come up. Trying to come up.
Yeah. God is good. Well, not good enough. He killed 4 innocent people. God.
Who is that boy? Yusuf? Oh, Yusuf? How long you have to walk before you meet Spicy? You and Spicy was together all the time? Right now, we are Right now. Who else with you? We are Spicy alone. Can't do you? Right here. What happened? Alright.
Scary, bro. Rest in peace, though. Alright. We're wrapping up here. As always, love all your mentals. Hope you enjoyed your stay. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Hey, I'm not that guy, but I am that fella.
Pingers!
So peace out and a good night.